Hi, happy Monday. So I want to talk about two big stories in the news right now. There are headlines everywhere about President Trump's history-making trip to North Korea. And a lot of you are wondering, what changed in our relationship with North Korea to explain this visit? Was there a breakthrough? The answer is no, nothing changed, no breakthrough. It was a made-for-TV moment and a distraction from what's happening right here at our border. First, North Korea. Okay, President Trump did something no other president has ever done. He crossed the DMZ, that's the demilitarized zone, the heavily guarded border between North and South Korea. Now, it's being hailed as historic, but there's a reason no other president has ever done this. Past presidents, Republicans as well as Democrats, didn't want to legitimize or reward the dictators who've run North Korea. So, what does the U.S. want from North Korea? We want the North to shut down its nuclear weapons program and let in international inspectors to dismantle any other weapons programs they might have, chemical, biological, missile. In return, we would lift sanctions and let them have broader international trade so their struggling economy could get a pulse. Now, in the past, North Korea has refused to make these kinds of agreements or made the agreements and lied, continuing with its weapons program. Now, President Trump said this time it'll be different. Well, first, he promised to unleash fire and fury on North Korea. But then, remember, after that, he said he'll reach a deal with Kim Jong-un, and they had 2 summits and failed to reach a deal. So now the president decides to become the first president to cross the DMZ into the north. Maybe it'll restart negotiations. One thing we do know for sure, it was a TV moment, and it is distracting from the other big story that's dominating the headlines. The gruesome reality that the U.S. continues holding kids and people in detention camps at our border. One doctor who was allowed to visit the facilities described the conditions as similar to torture facilities. Extreme cold, lights on 24 hours a day, no adequate access to medical care, basic sanitation, water, or adequate food. That's a quote. Members of Congress who visited the detention centers on Monday described the scene as a human rights crisis. Now, a judge has set a deadline of July 12th for a mediator to ensure that conditions inside these facilities are safe and sanitary. It's true that President Trump made history at the DMZ. Here's a question. Is the U.S. also making history in its treatment of human beings right here at our border? Tell me what you think in comments below.